So why am I replacing the bearings? It was largely due to the fact that now we've done in the region of 400 odd flights with this, and when you work it out at a minimum, say 25 odd minutes per flight, it's quite a bit of air time. So plus the fact that in the early days of my very clever tuning, I actually seized it up. So I thought it was time to pull it out and do the bearings. When I got it out, we discovered, you hear that clacking noise? That's end floating here. Whether that's wholly and solely due to the bearings starting to wear or what, I don't know. We won't know until we put the new bearings in. As I said before, bolt the two halves together and just check the end float, then we won't know. But as you can suspect, when an engine seizes, or say you have a crash and the engine suddenly, the blades dig in and suddenly the engine comes to a screaming halt after just a split second ago been doing 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 RPM, and suddenly it comes to a jerking halt, the immense load that goes through and the shock that goes through everything is quite high, and certainly all that load is quite often taken, a lot of it's taken up on the crank. That's why we pulled it out. Why have I chosen to use BOCA bearings as opposed to the genuine replacement, equivalent cross-reference part number? And before I go any further, I'm not a BOCA reseller, retailer, or have an agent who have anything to do with them, apart from being a very happy customer. And that was due to this little fellow, and you'll probably all recognize that. That is the one-way auto rotation bearing on your main gear. For some reason I started having difficulty of it, well, it wouldn't unlock or unload. Even after 2, 3, 5 minutes of flying time, if I landed to make an adjustment or something like that, that's not unlocking. So basically what it meant, if I wanted to or had reason to do an auto rotation, it wasn't going to happen. So it'd be basically like just a giant uncontrolled brick coming down to Mother Earth. So another chap was having similar problems on one of the more popular heli forum sites. He went to BOCA's for some reason, fitted it, reckoned it was great. I thought it works for him, it'll work for me. Got one. I had another line one, an older one, or one I just replaced. Had a close look at the BOCA one, couldn't see any difference at all, comparing the two side by side. Couldn't feel any difference by putting the sleeve in it. And bearing in mind I'd only just had resorted to replacing the sleeve, the bearing, even changed the type of lubrication in when I put the last aligned one in. And please don't get me wrong, I have 3 Rexes, always use the line parts, never really been a drama or a problem up till now. So we fitted it and bingo, straight away, problem solved. And to me, I reckon it's actually unloading quicker than ever before. And now I've done probably in the region of, I would say at least 30, 35 flights with the BOCA one-way bearing, not a problem. So had a look, and I knew that they would have quite a few different and quite a range of bearings. So I had a look, and sure enough, they have 3 levels or levels, if you like, of bearings available for the crank, and both the PUH and the RC style of engine are basically the same. Certainly the bottom end is the same, the bearings are the same part number, everything. It's only just the fan size or whatever, but the engine's basically the same. So they had three levels of bearing, if you like. One, what they call the Econo Power one, would be just the same as your Zenoah replacement or an NSK. An NSK be one of the biggest bearing manufacturing companies in the world. They do a lot of automotive stuff, or most of the automotive stuff. So the Econo Power one would be just like this. This is an old bearing. Steel cage and chrome steel balls. Does the job fine. Then there's an HP, your high performance. This one is still your steel balls and synthetic cage. Then they have a high performance with ceramic balls, not steel balls, ceramic balls, and a synthetic cage. I opted to use the middle range one. That's the part number there. Okay, that's my writing incidentally. So I ordered them, they arrive. Nice little zip up bag like that. Then packed in another plastic bag. And after having been in the motor industry for a very long time, when I see something like this, that tells me that the company does care about their product. Checking the bearing, it feels absolutely beautiful. One of the smoothest I've felt for a very long time. So both the high performance range, they being BOCAs, reckon that these bearings will withstand up to 15% increase in RPM. So after having the results I have with this one-way bearing, I think I will be tempted to go along with what they say. That's basically it. Incidentally, if anybody needs the one-way bearing part number, that's it there. Again, my writing. Without further ado, we'll have a quick break and we'll have a look at the tools.